We've deep dived. We've got nothing controversial on you. You know, there was this one point where your fist came up and I was like, oh my God, big forearm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Oh my God, I'm not looking. All women in this country would die to be in my place right now. Are you Bidu as well?
I am. He's called his wife Bidu also, so yeah. If he calls me, he's like, "Kidhar hai Bidu? Bidu dal chawal bol dena mere liye," or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Would you ever play Hrithik's love interest?
Oh God.
Yeah. JioTV presents No Filter Neha Season 6, an initiative of Big Girl Productions and JioSavan in partnership with OnePlus, Black and White Ginger Ale, non-alcoholic beverage, Narayana Health and Rolling Stone India. A JioTV, Big Girl Productions and Creative Land Studios creation. Welcome to No Filter Neha Season 6 on JioTV. Now, today's guest works out at the same gym as me, or I must clarify, I work out at his gym. I don't know what takes more courage, him doing his insane flying kicks and stunts in the gym, or me, a normal person, trying to work out in front of this Greek god. Please welcome fitness goals himself, Tiger Shroff.
What a generous, warm welcome. Thank you. And what a way to start, huh?
And what a way to start. I mean, I'm sure by now everybody knows. We were stuck in an elevator and I didn't know if we're going to make it here. Stuck in elevator, guys. Stuck in elevator.
We'll start the interview right now. Is this where you usually have your interviews?
In the lift?
No, in the building?
Guys, मेरे को जितनी मेरी लाइनें याद थी मेरी चट्टी मट्टी में सब भूल गई अब मुझे कुछ याद नहीं oh my god oh my god and I would imagine that all women in this country would die to be in my place right now.
You're being too kind, but thank you.
No, but
Thank
it's
you.
true. But guess what? I didn't want to be in my place. I don't want to be in that elevator.
Sure.
I want to be here doing this show with you.
Same here, same here. It's been what, 5 years, 6 years now?
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is the 6th year. I've only
We made it fine.
How many other women have chased you for 5 years apart from me? For different reasons, of course. My reason is because I want you on the show.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a woman that's chased me for about 30 years now. And that's my mom, trying to get me to do, clean out my closet or make my bed and stuff like that. I've just been such a lazy kid growing up and sort of just left it to her.
Are you a messy guy?
I'm very messy.
And are you
my parents
messed
just
up?
spoiled me. What?
Are you messed up or messy?
I don't think I'm messed up. I think I'm messy, for sure. I'm very messy.
All right. Yeah. So we've got to talk about your mum. We've got to talk about you being messy and, of course, messy because we know you're a huge soccer fan.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to get to all of that.
Okay.
But let's start from the top. Now, most communication, because I was on the subject of the gym, most communication in the gym is just like, kitne set kiye, aaj legs day hai ki nahi hai. But the last few days, you've only been asking me that, what are you going to ask me on the show? Correct? What are you scared of and what are you hiding?
Actually, I'm not hiding anything. I'm one of the most boring guys on earth. And I don't really have an alter ego.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if boring looks like that, guys, we'll take boring for life.
Okay.
Now, what happens with being an actor is that many a times you've got to gain weight, lose weight, do all of that. Now, would you ever do this kind of drastic kind of transformation for a role ever?
I don't really get offered such roles because I think primarily the offers I get are to look a certain way and people I think approach me because I look a certain way. Touchwood, it's been working for me for the past few years.
Yeah.
My next film, Rambo, requires me to put on a little weight but not fat weight, muscle weight.
Oh my God,
So,
okay.
yeah.
What is little bit of muscle weight?
Well, in the words of my director, Rohit Dhawan, and my producer, Siddharth Anand, they want me to look like a silverback gorilla.
That's intense then.
It's quite
It is a
intense,
huge
yeah,
transformation because
yeah.
you don't look anything like that. I mean,
The idea is to just stay in sort of a comfortable space where I can sort of move my body as well as have a significant amount of strength as well. I think your I can't say better half, I'll say your other half. Angad will understand that. It's more his terminology.
I know. He was very excited when I told him I'm going to be interviewing you and it's just like ज़्यादा मत बोलना, उसको बोलने देना.
अच्छा.
वो ठहराव से बोलता है and उसकी बात ध्यान से सुनना. So it's going to be one of those till you're 60, always going to have this six pack and abs wale
I mean,
dadaji.
it's just second nature now. Yeah.
Breaking
It's just,
stereotypes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just second nature, and it's my lifestyle right now. I go crazy if I don't go to the gym or don't do some sort of movement through the day, because I just have so much pent up restless energy in me. When I mean pent up, I just mean like I've got a lot of anxious energy. I've got a lot of restless energy in me, which I sort of have to just keep tapping into every now and then.
Yeah, no, we totally understand that. Now, Tiger, please share a moment from your life where you've pushed yourself and you decided to never settle for anything less than what you want.
I mean, that pretty much happens almost every day of my life. I set the bar very high for myself, set the goals. I dream big. Some of those dreams have come true. Some are remaining. I mean, I keep telling myself that, if I keep the bar to a certain level, at least, even if I don't get there, I'll get pretty close. And that pretty close will still be, pretty up there. So, I mean, it's all about setting those short-term goals, having that one long-term goal, and just, every day, the way you build a wall, just one brick at a time, until, you finally end up making that wall. Sorry, I'm sounding so deep right now.
No, it's great
so
because
verbose.
there are going to be enough and more people learning from this.
Yeah.
And while you did that, I saw there was this one point where your fist came up and I was like, oh my God, big forearm there.
Yeah.
So, my mind also went off, but then I'm also listening to you very, very carefully. But no, this is great. These are the things that we want to hear. We'll just digress a little bit from, movies and family, and we'll come back to the movies. But the one thing that you're really passionate about is football.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Crazy about it.
Yeah, we see the smile on your face. We want to talk about it. How come you never pursued becoming a professional athlete?
I did. Fortunately for me, I was getting offers from a very young age to join the movie business. And I thought, why not apply that same sportsman discipline into the movies and see where that gets me.
Yeah.
And I got lucky, I guess.
Yeah. No, you didn't get just lucky. You've also worked really hard.
I have.
You are very talented, and the whole package is great. I mean, look at you, right?
Thanks.
Guys, look at him. Yeah, everybody zoom in, whatever needs to happen right now. But okay, let's play a little game. Now, if you had to pick your five-a-side, like Tiger's 5-player team from Bollywood, your soccer team, who would it be? You being captain.
Oh, I wouldn't be captain, first of all.
Okay.
I'm not a good captain. Perhaps I'd make Abhishek captain.
Okay.
So him one, Ranbir is very good. Dino Moria, 3, myself, if I can count myself.
Yes, of course.
I've been playing a lot with Karthik lately. Me and Karthik sort of work together good on the team. So perhaps Karthik.
All
I think
right.
5 of us, yeah.
That's a really, strong and PAP-friendly team.
Yeah, PAP-friendly team. Yeah, I guess you would say that.
Wonder who's going to be on the other side, but we don't need to get
On
to
the
that.
other side, we don't need to get that.
We don't need to get there. Maybe if Karthik comes in this season, we'll ask him who
Sure,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll make the cut there as well. Coming to your sister, she actually described you in 3 words. Do you want to just try and figure out what those 3 words are?
They're probably not appropriate, but if she's told you something else, then I don't know what they are.
We have the 3 words right here.
Oh, you have the 3 words?
Yeah, right here with us.
Could I give some generic answers, maybe?
Yeah, maybe anything.
Hardworking.
Hardworking, great.
Is that one?
You're close, okay.
Consistent.
Consistent, okay, very, very good.
Okay. Overthinker.
You are so far off, it's not even
No
funny.
ways, really. Okay. Shoot and tell me. I'm so curious
All
now.
She's called you annoying, she's called you mischievous.
Yeah.
And she's called you chabi.
Chabi. That's true. I am a chabi.
Yeah, she's like, you have no idea how he just makes sure that he just goes and sparks that little fire.
And then
he
gets the hell out.
And gets
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And who would have thought that you would be, why would you do something like, do you do that often?
I do that often, yeah. It's a typical sibling thing, really, yeah.
This is the general idea that you thought she had of you. Hardworking.
Yeah, I thought that's what she would say.
So the other thing that the 2 of you do are MMA fight nights you have this big franchise and it's very enterprising. You see a lot of people, enjoy it, fight in it. Would you actually ever get into the ring, Tiger?
I wouldn't. I don't think I would. When I'm filming an action sequence, and we're going at it full speed, when the director says roll camera, action, and I've been working with such talented artists all over the world, whether it's from Thailand or whether it's from Russia or China or whatever it is. These guys are professionally trained fighters, and to get to sell the shot, they request me to hit them. Every time I hit them, they're so conditioned and so so strong that even when they're blocking or when I'm hitting them, it sort of hurts me in a way, because these guys are trained athletes. So I was just I just feel the intensity and power coming from them. So I can just imagine if we actually did this for real in a cage, which is why I have immense respect for fighters. They just takes balls to just get into the ring and sort of just go full contact. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
immense
and then
respect for them.
I would imagine that years of practice as well.
Oh yeah.
So we want to go back a little in your life.
Okay.
And we want to know what happened to this action hero in the years that he was growing up, and why was he taking mommy to school, and why did he believe that he was going to have a heart attack?
I get these anxiety attacks every now and then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
even now?
Now, recently, they've started occurring. Especially, I've got this strange fear of flying suddenly, because I think it was during Badi Mia Choti Mia, we had to go for an outdoor, and I boarded this flight which sort of had the worst turbulence, and it went on for about, I think, 2 hours constantly. So it was just 2 hours of constant swaying and,
And what was going through your head? Like, obviously, when you go through turbulence, you're like, oh my God.
My whole life just flashed by me.
Because you were like, this is it.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing, because I was freaking out. And then, I saw these, these senior citizens next to me, absolutely calm, watching their films and this and that. And it just goes to show how your mind you need to just take control of your mind, and you just sort out the rest of your life. If you can just simplify life and just control your mind and your thoughts, I think that's probably the most powerful thing you can ever possess. It's easier said than done, though.
Addressing it is one step closer.
Correct.
So it's a very important part.
Absolutely.
Now, we were on the subject of your mum taking you to school and stuff. But what's your relationship like with your mum like?
Oh, with my mom, I mean, she's like a buddy. She's like somebody who I can tell pretty much everything to. She's my biggest support and my biggest critic, along with my sister. They're very brutally honest with me in terms of, my films, in terms of my work. She can be a little strict at times. She forgets that, I'm 33 years old right now.
And a mainstream, mainline action hero.
Sure. And she thinks I'm 3 years old still for some reason, so...
Your dad, have you eaten his viral anda curry patta?
Oh yeah, he used to make it for me all the time. After he used to pack up from his shoots, come home and cook himself a meal, that anda curry patta, and he would make me the same thing. And he was quite nice.
Oh,
He's
really?
really a good cook.
He needs no PR agency to go viral, because all he needs to do is make anda curry patta and the whole world knows
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. How does he do that every time?
I don't know. I mean, whatever he says sort of just catches on, because I think the way he says it, the way he expresses it is just so from the heart and so just straight up. It's very no filter, kind of like your show.
Yeah.
So.
But speaking of saying, has he knighted you yet as Bidu?
He's called his wife Bidu also, so yeah.
Are you Bidu as well?
I am as well.
So what does he say?
If he calls me, he's like, "Kidhar hai Bidu?" If he's coming home and he calls my sister or me, and if he's hungry, he's like, "Bidu, dal chawal bol dena mere liye," or something like that.
Oh, really? Yeah, so it's just it's bro for him.
It's bro. It's just second nature to him.
But now, is it fair to say that you have found the sweet spot between getting memed and not getting caught in any controversy? Because we've deep dived into research.
Oh, okay.
We've got nothing controversial on you. But is it fair to say that your PR agencies have the easiest job at hand? Because kabhi to koi problem hoti nahi Tiger Shroff ke sath.
I actually feel bad for them, because like I said and I mentioned earlier, I don't really sort of step out much, nor do I like going out. I have a pretty one-track mind, sort of a lifestyle. So where you gonna get me papped in the gym?
Yeah,
How
but-
many times you gonna get me
Yeah.
papped?
So now we're going to give your PR agencies a little bit of work to do.
Okay.
A little bit of a challenge because we are moving on to our next section, which is
Done.
called the No Filter Neha games.
Okay.
Our first game is called Recast. It's super simple. You're no stranger to the art of casting.
Okay.
We're actually going to throw literally the best performances of last year at
Okay.
you because we know that all of them have done it the best. So no taking away from that.
Yeah.
But if you were to cast somebody who's at par with that actor
Oh,
or
God,
fits
okay.
into that mold, who would it be? You don't have to tell us why.
Okay.
Now, couple of rules. You can name yourself once, and if you don't want to answer all of that, you can just flash your abs.
Okay.
So you have an out.
Got it.
Both
got it.
ways you have an out.
Got it. Okay.
All right. First one. Vikrant Messi in 12th fail.
Wow.
You always have the out. You can use the out if you pass all. All right. Thank you. We love that. All right. Vikrant, you were amazing and no taking away from you.
Congratulations, Vikrant.
Yeah. All right. Aranya Pandey in Kho Gaye Hum Kahan.
Maybe Janvi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice there. Ananya, you were amazing and Janvi
She was,
also.
yeah.
Ranbir Kapoor in Animal.
Oh God.
Yeah, tough. I'm
That's
sure it is going to come off now.
tough.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Oh my God, I'm not looking. I'm just sitting like this. Kartik Aaryan in Satya Prem Ki Katha.
Siddharth Malhotra.
Siddharth Malhotra, all
Just
right,
because
all right.
I think
As
his
Satya.
chemistry would be amazing with Kiara, which it is, obviously.
Yeah, and Tiger Shroff in Baghi.
The real Tiger, Salman Khan.
Ooh, what a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy. All right. Okay, so you did really well. That was the first game on No Filter Neha.
Cool.
And you've passed with flying
Yay.
colors. We got the best of both the worlds. We've got answers and you got stuck and then you flashed your abs.
There
which
we
is
go,
great.
yeah.
Well, 10 years in the business now? 10 years?
Just about 10 years.
Oh,
yeah.
just about 10
Yeah.
years. Congratulations. So
Thank
10
you.
years in the business and you've never professed your love for anyone except Shraddha Kapoor. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you straight up.
Yeah.
Who are you dating, Tiger?
Who am I dating? I'm not dating anybody right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you my next question. Who are you dating, Tiger?
Who am I dating? I just said I'm not dating
Okay,
anywhere.
fine. Just
I'll tell you though.
clarify.
I'll tell you. If I come back on season 7, I'll tell you.
I don't care if you're dating or not dating. Guys, he is coming back on season
There
7.
we go, yes.
Yes, we've just confirmed our first guest on our first episode
All
of
right,
season 6. This
season
is your
7.
promise you're coming back.
I promise.
Okay. You shared screen space with Hrithik
Yes.
in War. Tell us what about him inspired you so much? Like this, I also see that there are a lot of similarities between the two of you.
You know, when I decided to become an actor, I said if there's a blueprint that I want to follow, then it's perhaps Hrithik Roshan's blueprint. You know, in terms of the totality, in terms of the complete package of a hero. So I remember the first scene I had with him, I was so in awe of him. I couldn't really sort of deliver what I was supposed to, but he was really cool and, you know, sort of just really made me feel very easy about the whole situation. And he used to ghost direct me most of the time as well. So it was quite cool, yeah.
As in, like, you would sit and do readings and then he would tell you what to do separately? Or?
I mean, no, I would, on set, I would be reading my lines and he would be kind enough to sort of read them with me. And then when I used to give my shot, he used to watch my playback and he used to say, I mean, it's perfect. You don't need another one. But if you want to do it, then do it this way.
Wow.
You know? So I used to feel really reassuring when Hrithik would, you know, pat me on my back and say, that was a great shot. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, you can't imagine that this kind of camaraderie would actually be happening. And also because you always like kind of fan worshipped him.
Sure.
For you, that feeling must have been really special. Now, I'm just going to ask you this question, which has been in the imaginations of many. Would you ever play Hrithik's love interest?
Love interest.
No, I'm just asking.
No, it's weird that a lot of the feedback that I've gotten, at least, it's like, Tiger, you know, you've had the best chemistry with. And I'm thinking to myself, who's Shraddha? Who could it be? Kriti? Hrithik Roshan, which is so weird.
But that's
like that, yeah.
That first shot, when you see him, is like, if you had to see that shot in isolation, and I mean, which it is.
Sure, I totally get that.
The
and
reaction.
The subtext for me was basically, here's my hero. I'm supposed to look at him with awe and, you know,
you nailed it.
I want to join the team. I want to, you know, learn. I want to be under your wing and sort of, that's it. But apparently it's taken
But it's great.
a
I mean,
different perception
I also
as well,
feel like there's, it also talks about multiple layers that everybody has as actors. And if you're like in awe of someone and you love someone that much, it's okay to like react in a way that, hey, this is this person I look up to.
I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know. So,
It is.
Sure.
Everything said on this set is pure,
all
is
right.
unfiltered, and
Okay.
it is a compliment. Our second game is very simple.
Okay.
This is guilty and this is not guilty.
Not guilty.
Answering a question without understanding it. Guilty, okay. Crushing on a co-star. Guilty. Making up a fake reason for getting late on set. Guilty. Lying to your trainer.
Pretty good.
All right.
at
Your
that.
trainer lying to you. Oh, guilty. All right. Getting turned on by yourself in the mirror. Not guilty. All right. Dumping your partner for someone hotter. Wow, what a guy. Are you guilty of complimenting an actor's film without meaning it?
Wow. I'm trying to remember.
You can also do a middle. That which
Yeah,
means
yeah,
guilty.
okay.
All right. Are you guilty of lying on this show?
Guilty of lying on the show?
Yeah, have
So
you-
far, no. Why haven't I lied though?
No, you have.
I haven't
Think
lied.
hard. Have you lied
Okay,
on the show?
maybe I have.
So
Okay.
then at least give us a middle.
Okay.
Or yeah, you have lied on the show.
Yeah, I have lied.
You're right. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Thanks, huh, Tiger? So much for being a friend. Anyway, now movies next. Bade Mia, Chote Mia is coming up
Oh, yeah.
next.
Oh, yeah.
And what's it like? Nervous, excited, both?
Well, I'm super excited. I'm super nervous as well because I haven't been on the back foot for a very long time. Both my last two films have not done very well at the box office. So I'm sort of insecure, nervousy kind of a space. But at the same time, I'm very, very excited for the audience to experience Bade Mia, Chote Mia.
Because you're in like a different kind of avatar.
Very,
like,
very different character for me. The bromance that I share with, one of my other heroes and inspirations, Akshay Kumar sir, is very apparent on screen because of, our mutual admiration for each other. And, I look up to him a lot as well. I had the most amazing time off set working with him.
Except for the turbulent flight.
Except for the turbulent flight, yeah. Even though it was such a heavy action film, we used to not be as tired doing the action sequences as playing, sports, making teams, challenging random people on set or,
But isn't that your jam? Like you're a boy's boy, and I've seen that, and I see you in the gym, and whether it's the bunch of the MMA pro fighters who come in, you're jamming with them, or you're just working on your flying kick, and when nothing else is happening, you're just sitting around and hanging with them and just cracking up in corners. But that's your jam,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, the people you mentioned right now, I mean, the whole MMA fighters, and these guys have sort of just been with me before my career. So I used to practice on Juhu Beach a lot before my first film.
Yeah.
And so I met these guys who used to, do these crazy stunts and flips and stuff like that. And I said, hey, guys, can you teach me that? And I didn't tell them who I was, obviously. They were kind enough to take me in, and sort of, I used to jam with them a lot on the beach every evening. Eventually, they found out who I was because Abhishek Bachchan was, at Sun and Sand or Novotel Hotel one fine day. And he calls out to me, and those guys say, hey, Abhishek Bachchan. And then they look at me like, is he calling you? So I was like, yeah, I'll just be back for a second. And then I was just talking to Abhishek, and then these guys यार तूने बताया नहीं यार तू ये वो है, because they didn't know I was my dad's son. So anyways, after becoming a successful debutant, I sort of took them with me because I used them for all my action sequences, and because they sort of know my potential, they know my body language, so they help me with my warm-ups, they help me with all the action sequences, designing the action. They watch my playbacks and tell me if something's off. They would probably tell me from there, ki, nahi yaar, maza nahi yaar, you can do one more or something like that. So they're really handy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were kind of like this undercover celeb kid who wanted to blend in.
Yeah, kind of.
And did you find more comfort in that?
I did because, I didn't want them looking at me differently, and I didn't want any special treatment or anything. Yeah.
That's amazing. And then, of course, the second part is that, it's about being a team player at all times, and the fact that they accompany you and they're on set. Are they here right now watching us do this interview?
They are not here right now
Okay.
because I'm not doing any action or
Oh,
anything.
you'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
Just might
You're
be.
scaring me.
No, I'm not. Speaking of action, you've got Rohit Shetty's next, Singham.
Yes.
And then that's got like this dream cast
Oh, yeah.
of Deepika, Ajay,
I mean, I think
Ranveer.
that's perhaps the equivalent of the Avengers, if we were.
Yeah. What's the drawback of working in an ensemble film?
I don't see any drawback, honestly. For me, it's just it's a complete joyride. I
Yeah,
mean, there's
because
so
it's your
much.
first,
yeah,
right?
it's my first ensemble film. Obviously, working with the captain of the ship, Rohit Shetty, so just such a privilege to work with him. I'm sort of just pretty much chilling like this.
Why is that?
Because I know exactly when he's behind the camera, I'm just, sort of going to be glorified. And the way he's, constructed the sequences, the way he shot his heroes, the way he's, mounted the film and the sequences, I think it's definitely going to be a spectacle. I had a lot of scenes with Ajay sir, with Ranveer, with Kareena ma'am, with Akshay sir. Of course, I've done a whole film with, so there was already that comfort going in. But each one of them are just so cool and so secure in their shoes, and so it's not like one trying to outdo the other.
So that kind of stuff doesn't happen?
No,
That's
not
great.
at all. It was so cool. Everybody was just so comfortable in their own space, in their own characters. Everybody brought in, what they do best, and it just blended in so beautifully. And I think that's what's going to just show on screen.
We're super excited about that one. But you've got multiple films that have done really well at the box office. But how do you deal with that one odd film that doesn't do as well as expected?
I really take it to heart because, I put in a lot of effort into every one of my films. And primarily because I'm an action hero, there's a lot that it takes, in terms of the physical, mental, emotional stress that I put on myself going through those sequences just to, make it larger than life. The whole team, in fact, just mounting an action film of scale is not an easy task. So it just sort of, when a film doesn't do well at the box office, it's just all of those visuals just hit me of what I went through. I mean, then I start questioning myself, was it worth it, and this and that. But it sort of takes about a week for me to be in that zone. And then once I'm out, once I start working on the next, it sort of eases out and gets better. But I sort of use that as fire to move on to my next one. And yeah.
Does that also come from sport? Like the fact that you've played so much sport?
I think so. I'm a sore loser. I like to win. Everybody likes to win,
Of
right?
course.
But I just like to win a little bit more.
And when you say you like to win a little bit more, has it ever happened with you that, you've been in a situation where you've seen a product? Because, I've also done multiple films and I've seen a film and I'm just like, oh, this is not going to work. And I remember being in conversation with Alia in one of our seasons where she did mention a film where she saw and she was like, this is not going to work out. Has it ever happened to you that you're like, oh my God, this doesn't look like...
Subconsciously, yes, it happens to me. But I'm too much in denial and I'm too much in love with my work and with the effort that goes into making a film.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, yes, I have identified, with a film that hasn't worked in the past. I haven't had the balls to say it though, so yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our last game is called the NFN Awards. And because award fever is on everywhere, and almost at some point, everybody gets an award. And if they don't, they get something else. And
Right.
that's exactly what we have for you. We have this bowl of chits.
Okay.
We'll give you categories. If you can't give that person an award, you just pick a chit and do exactly what this chit says.
Okay,
Simple?
got it.
All right, we're going to start. The award for Admit You're Together Already.
I guess Rashmika and Vijay, they're a pretty good couple. I don't know why
Thank
they
you.
don't
Your
come
PR
out.
agency is going to be working really hard after
On
this
this one,
show.
really?
Yeah.
Did I say something wrong? They
it's
look great
fine.
together.
Yeah,
I
they
thought
look
were
great. The award for the thirst trap, like someone whose Instagram is...
thirst-worthy. Can I see my own? I've got some pretty good pictures on there. Yeah.
Hell yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the
I'm
nation's...
not a megalomaniac or anything, but I work really hard for certain pictures. So yeah.
Yeah, well done. Can I have
Thanks, yeah,
I
please.
wanted to do that just once. I was looking for the right moment.
Right.
All right, Best Social Media Game Award.
Best social media game award.
You can give yourself as many awards here, huh?
I think my dad.
Oh, yeah.
I like some of the stuff my dad's been doing as of late. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best two left feet award. Someone who's not a great dancer.
Sunny, sir, you know.
Okay. Best legs in the business. Man, woman, any.
Best legs in the business. I think Jacqueline's incredibly fit. I think she's got great legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, fair enough. Best airport spotting award. Somebody who looks perfect coming out of the airport every time.
Ranveer. Ranveer sort of just,
Yeah.
he always looks great. He's always, he's done up really good.
Yeah.
He just,
Looks perfect.
yeah.
Second last, surprise package of the year award. This is a nice one.
Surprise package. I think I would say Tripti.
Tripti Dimri?
Tripti Dimri,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
definitely,
And the last one, I'm so surprised to see the Paps here award.
Can I just flash my abs and get away with it?
No, this is a different game. These are really easy things. At least try one. All right, let's see what you
Say
got.
so. Eat a cupcake.
Oh my goodness.
How is that easy?
That's all we wanted you to do.
Can't do that though. I'm shooting.
Okay, there you go. You gotta eat it. It's a
Can
punishment.
Can I smell it?
At least eat a bite of it. It's just that's so bad that you would eat so little
Oh,
of
it's
it.
really tasty. Oh, fuck.
But come on,
No,
then
no, I
eat
can't,
it.
I can't.
Okay, then because you haven't done it, take another
No,
punishment.
that's cheating.
No,
That's
but this is not. This is one last punishment. You have to do it.
Let's see. Do a sitting wave.
Yeah, head to toe, like that you can do.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
All right.
And before we let you
wow.
go, thank you so much for being such a
Thank you.
sport, Tiger.
That's a heavy
have been-
gift.
You have been absolutely amazing. Keep hustling, keep roaring. We've loved having you on this season, and we look forward to having you on our next season as well.
I promise I'll be here next year again. for
Yeah,
next
absolutely.
season, so-
Doing waves and making waves.
Yes, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely.
Produced by Creative Land Studios, shot at Creator Land. Outdoor partner, Bright Outdoor Media Limited.